Alright guys, as promised today we got the Galaxy S1. This one I found for probably a little bit cheaper. It was like maybe 22 bucks. No charger, so hopefully this is charged up. And wow, this one is just super small as well too. I think this one design wise actually looks better than the iPhone. Very nice looking, guys. Very sleek looking phone here. Just super small. Look at how small. Hold on. Here's a Galaxy S24. Look at how small this is. Alright. So we got one camera. This one actually has a flash. Power button. It feels like just an all plastic phone. We got navigation buttons up front here. And then we do have, I think that's micro USB, and then a headphone jack up board. This one is locked to US cellular, and we should be able to take the back off of here if I remember. Yeah, so this is a 1500 milliamp hour battery. Oh, somebody left in the SD card in here. So let's turn it on here. So got the sweep to unlock. And this is Samsung's TouchWiz. Wow. It doesn't look that bad. I remember a lot of people hated TouchWiz, so that's why Samsung moved to One UI, if I can remember correctly. But I like the icons. Oh, the wallpaper is it's a live wallpaper. It's moving. Oh, that's cool. Yo, for this to be a 2010 phone, it's pretty cool. And the screen on here, guys, the screen on here still looks really good. This is how far ahead Samsung is in screen technology, because the screen on here is a Super AMOLED display. It's a 4-inch display, 480 by 800, 233 for the PPI. So this screen looks fantastic. It looks way better than the original iPhone's display. And again, I know that those phones have, a big, year gap, right? 2007, 2010, but yeah, this looks awesome even for 2010 here. All right, so you guys can see the overall screen size here. You could pretty much put the entire Galaxy S10 in the S24 Ultra. It's really crazy. These phones have just gotten huge over time. All right, so on the Galaxy S1 here, so it basically has a single camera, and it's a 5 megapixel, and it shoots in 720p, and I think 720p 30 frames. So let's take a little picture sample here, and you can just see how much the cameras have evolved. You got 100 times zoom, you got this crazy telephoto lens on the S24, 8K video recording. Is absolutely insane, the camera jump. So let's go ahead and do it like that. See what we get. So yeah, so obviously lacking a ton of detail. It looks really good like right here, but if you zoom it in, then you can definitely see the difference here. There's almost no... Oh, whoa, it fixed itself. Okay, I just have to wait a little bit. Oh, that's actually really clean. Wow. That's really not bad at all, guys. That's pretty good. Look at that. Alright, so let's just check out TouchWiz a little bit here. So these are your buttons that you would navigate with. Change your wallpaper, go into settings. So I wonder, I have to do a little bit more research, but I wonder what was like the thing about TouchWiz that everyone hated. I'm assuming, I think it has something to do with some type of lag problem. Here are all of your apps. Okay. Let's see what we get when we swipe down. Notification panel. Okay, this is very simple, very clean. Everything is very colorful. Some would say cartoonish, I guess. Alright guys, so I'm able to web browse on here, but I can't like get into basically any apps. I can't get into the Play Store either. It just says everything is not supported. So this is running Android 2.3 Gingerbread on top of the TouchWiz. Try to go to the YouTube app. Nope. Yeah, so the same problem with the iPhone. It's just too old to run anything. But like the basic web browser does work. So far, I don't see why TouchWiz is considered terrible. Maybe as we progress throughout the years, and maybe it gets worse. A video player. And it's a bunch of this guy's videos. Hopefully we don't see anything too crazy here. The video is pretty good. Live wallpapers were really like a cool thing back in these days. Let's see. I remember this one, if you touch it, it'll like do a little animation like that. Obviously they don't push live wallpapers because of battery life, but I mean, these things were always super entertaining. Alright guys, I wasn't able to get into the App Store on here, but I did sideload the APK on here. So we're gonna see if it works, if I can install it. Alright guys, the Dumb Minions game took forever to install and then just wouldn't open. But I got one of the all-time great games, Doodle Jump. I used to play this all the time in high school here. This is a very fun game, even today. You can easily kill time playing this game. So you can put apps on these older phones, but you have to make sure that it's the actual older APK and sideload it. You can't get access to anything on here as far as the applications, the online ones at least. It's playing really well. I wonder what else I can play on here. I have to figure out like what was out. Alright, so overall, had a really fun experience with this phone. I think what's very interesting about these older phones, and one thing that you could say I think is better, is that you were given a lot of options back in these days as far as the phone not feeling so restricted. Like if the battery died and you were out, you just pop the back off, right? And you just swap out the battery. You just swap out an SD card or just put one in if you need more storage. And this has got to be way easier to repair and stuff like that. I mean, these are screws right here that anyone can just take out. So very interesting, because these phones these days they're very hard to repair. You know, you don't get the expandable storage anymore. You don't get the headphone jack. So yeah, so I mean, Apple started off like not giving you SD card support, not letting you take the phone apart, and then everyone just kind of followed suit. So you can see they started, but they kind of followed suit once they realized that you can make more money. But the innovation and the difference here is absolutely insane. I mean, this is a night and day experience. One UI has just gotten so good. You know, thankfully Samsung switched to TouchWiz. I'm not really sure what was wrong with it. I'm assuming it has some really bad lagging problems. But the software has become so advanced here with Samsung desktop support and a lot of the Galaxy AI stuff. This stuff you just really couldn't imagine back in 2010 here. And then also you got the built-in S Pen down here as well too, that works great for digital artists. But I'm actually pretty impressed with this phone. So I believe this one is not the first Galaxy. I think this is the Galaxy Mesmerize as far as I know. So they came out in the same year. So the model is they were like renaming the phone. So I think it's the i9000 is the like first model, because it only has like 2 buttons and a middle button. This one has multiple buttons, but this one came out in the same time frame. So I think that's pretty interesting. Like there's different variations of the original Galaxy phone, which I think is interesting. Let me know what you guys think. Did this bring you guys any type of memories? And I'll catch you guys in the next one.